Hello, it's the 662 girls again, and we back.
I'm Chasity.
And I'm Stephanie. Sorry about that, y'all. I had a brain fart. But today we talking about how many chances do you give a man. So, what you think? How many chances do you give him?
Well, I think maybe one chance, because I'm learning from experience that they're gonna keep on doing the same thing. If it's in them to do right, they're gonna do right. That's how I feel.
You know, I think I tell myself a lie. I would give a person a million chances if I want to be with them. And I know that sounds so stupid, or maybe they play on insecurity, but I say 5. Like, you got 5 chances to do what you gonna do, and after that, then it make me start thinking like, dang, do you want me?
5 chances. You gotta take that many.
So I have given a person more than 5 chances before, and I mean, that is true what you saying, one chance, because it do prove it, but I sure be hoping they gonna change.
Well, I guess it depends on the person too. If they're sincere and they really love you, want to be with you, value you, after they make their mistake, I will hope, that they wouldn't do it again. But I have yet to find someone to get it right after the first time, after the first chance.
But even, what if a person make a mistake and they want to change, they realize that I hurt you, I want to try again. You ain't going to give them a chance?
What mistake? Because cheating ain't a mistake.
It's not a mistake, but it's a mess up that they did. So what if they want to wrong they right? You're not going to give them, like, after that, is it the trust all gone?
Now that I know what I know, my next relationship, if I found out they cheating, I'm leaving. I'm not giving another chance. I can't.
I would hope, once I'm dating somebody now, but I would hope that after we break up, I get a chance. I have the confidence to leave, because that's an empowering thing. Like, a lot of people, like, it's weak to stay calm. And I can admit that that's being weak, but I can admit that I'm weak too, because I have stayed.
I wouldn't say it's weak. Now, if you keep on staying after a lot of time, then, like, what's up? But the first time after somebody cheat and you stay, you can be like, okay, I love you, and this, that, and another, and you can make it work. But it's like, it's always going to be that thought in the back of your head, what are you doing right now? Is he cheating on me? So
I hate that, because, golly. Well, okay. So if you feel like that, you don't feel like you're a stronger person for walking away? Like, they give you like when you walk away. Now, this is something that I haven't had the strength to do as many times. I have done it, but walking away, it gives you like a sense of confidence. And
I know it'd be a burden. A burden is lifted. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a freeing thing.
Especially, you did right by the person, and they still went out and cheated.
With this a question, how what do you feel about men that, like, after you leave them, they keep coming back? Like, because it can be somebody from high school, they're gonna come back around and say something. It's like they can't help it. What you think about it?
Like, coming back to it and want a relationship, or just want to have sex?
Usually they want to have sex.
They just want to have sex.
They'll lie and be like they want to get to know you and all that.
I don't like that.
You think they do it because they think that women are insecure, or do they do it because of history?
It's probably history, or they don't have nobody to talk to, and they know if I go back to her, I can get what I need at this moment until I find something that I want. So if a guy just constantly leaving and come back and just want sex, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't use me. That's all I'm good for is some sex.
But what you think about the women? You know, women that go to men, like, they'll go back to their exes too, just for sex. Like, they don't want a relationship. And
I think as long as y'all established, don't come to me like you want a relationship and you know deep down in your heart you just want to have sex with me.
okay.
I feel like that's you using me. You know, don't be manipulative.
I think too, men, when they do that, it's like a natural, like the cat and mouse chase. Like, they can't help chasing the woman. Like, I think anybody that come up to you to talk, they want the first thing on their mind, like, they gonna be sexually attracted to you. So as a man, they gonna come and try.
I mean, it's okay to be sexually attracted to me. You know what I'm saying? I would want you to be attracted to me. But at the same time, I don't want a man that does not have self-control. How can you lead me? You know, how can I submit to you if you can't control yourself?
Oh, this is an interesting thing you said that. I seen a post on Instagram that Gabrielle Union said her husband said he don't lead his wife.
He crazy. I don't want no man. You gonna leave me to lead the pack?
But when I was thinking, maybe he meant that he don't call himself a leader, like they just, whatever steps they make is just together instead of him being a leader. But I want a leader.
From being raised in the church, you know, my values are, you know, it's the man, the head of the household, the woman, the children. So that's based on I guess everybody have their own beliefs or whatnot, but that's mine. So he telling me he's not a leader.
Is it, you think it's just because it's her and like
I think they pushing some type of agenda
with everything they got going on?
Yeah.
They are kind of
I leave it at that.
I think a lot of people will say they're different. Well, what about this? This is the most infamous question. When is the time to leave? Like, how about we do a scenario? You meet someone, we'll say Tom, and Tom is like, y'all been together 10 years. Now, you started out good, and then it started, going down. Tom don't talk to you as much. He be out late. He don't provide as much as what he was at first, and he just don't treat you the same. Like, at what point do you want to give up? Or what point, I ain't gonna say want to give up, what point do you leave?
Well, in relationships, I do know you have your cycles, when y'all good and when y'all bad, and then y'all go back to good, like that. But it's like, now it's years and years and you still not, haven't changed. Because I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to let you know. And if you don't care enough to change, then I'll probably give you 6 months to get your stuff together. And after that 6 months of me telling you and you still not, because time is precious. And I mean, if you don't want to be here, baby, I sure ain't gonna hold you. I just got to let you go. I'm to that point. I don't want to be nowhere that I'm not wanted. I'd rather be by myself than have to deal with why you don't love me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all I can for you. You don't care.
Well, this is another question. So what if after, you give them the 6 months, I feel like, what if they do want you? Like, you tell them, hey, this ain't working for me, I need this, and they say, I'm trying. What if they're going through or something? men sometimes, or well, women too, people go through stuff and they don't express it to their loved ones as often.
Why we together if we can't express ourselves? If you can't come to me and talk to me, what I'm here for?
What if they tried and then you wrote it off?
So you should let me know. Communicate. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you want to join the army and you overweight, they gonna give you a certain time limit to get yourself together.
Mm-hmm.
So after that time limit, it ain't, please let me join. It's over with. You got to do what you got to do. So why, when it comes to relationships, we just got to get all these 1,000 chances? But if you want it bad enough, you gonna do what's necessary to keep it. I feel. Now I could be wrong, but that's how I feel.
What if they got comfortable? Because people get comfortable too, and then they
But they need to get uncomfortable.
You want them to just be on their tiptoes?
It's not being on what? Being with me, being on their tiptoes?
People get comfortable. Like at first they were giving you flowers every week, want to do date night. You know, people be in that cupcake phase. They be excited. They celebrate you more. But as time go on, well, some people can keep it going, but a lot of people don't keep it going.
I guess if they sincere, you know, relationship is just like a job. You know, you can't, you know, every day you should wake up in a mindset like, what can I do to make my significant other, you know, happy, or what, you know how it is when you first start talking, or you really like the person, you walking in the store, you like, oh, I know this gonna make him smile.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go get this, that. So it should always be that, especially, you know, you got to put some time, some love in it, just like anything else. You can't get money out the bank if you ain't putting nothing in there.
Right, especially in no credit, nothing.
Been overdraft off my love.
Well, I'm gonna tell you when is it time to leave for me? Okay, I always mention this. I was married before, and I can talk about it because I can give my side of the story, but I would hold on to a person. Lord have mercy. You will have to just really look at me, just hold me and be like, I can't do it no more. Like, I don't want you, I don't like you. You gotta just tell me. It need to be flat out said if you want me to just give up. Like, I will hold on. You can, now, not with everybody. It have been some people that I was like, okay, he ain't worth it, I just go on. But even with them, it was kind of hard for me to do that. So when I was married, it took years. I'm gonna say, it took about 4 years that I knew I didn't want to be there no more. It took 4 years for me to say them words. I can't do it. And like, it got to a point where I ain't had no emotion in it. I was just like, no. Like, they was emotion and I had no emotion. Like, they had drained every bit that I had in, and I was like, oh well. So
4 years.
4 years. And I knew they made a statement to me about working, and I feel like if you love a person, it's not all about money. I can understand two people struggling, but as a man, why would you want to watch me struggle and you comfortable? Like, you comfortable with what you got, but you want me to provide. So that, like, 4 years.
It's not even teamwork. Look, help me, help you, help us. I shine, you shine. You shine, I shine. You know what I'm saying? But that's a long time. My patience ain't, I just can't.
It was I don't know. But I was thinking to myself, maybe it took me that long because, you know, they say your first love, one of my first love, my first sexual partner, and I was like, this was meant to be. Like, no, because I waited till I was an adult too. No, we're going to be together no matter what. I fought to the end. That's one thing. Anybody that I was with, they can't say that. I fought to the end. You,
baby, well, I ain't got that much fight in me. My dad, my dad had to come get me, and I was just crying and crying and crying. My dad was like, Chasity, he don't want you. And those words just cut deep. he don't want you. And I'm thinking, I'm like, well, if he did, I wouldn't be in this situation right now. And I had to just accept the fact, you know what I'm saying? I would not be nowhere I'm not wanted. Like, I don't love you that much. I love you, but I'm gonna love you on over there while you over there doing whatever you doing, you know.
Let me ask you that. Was you mad at your dad when he told you that? At the moment, like when?
No, at the moment I was hurt. I was hurt. I was hurt. Cause I'm like, when I love hard, and I only want that person. And it's like I've been in search to find somebody that would love me the way I love them, you know. So it was just like I had to face reality. Like, you gonna have to move on, you know.
I wish it was one thing that they would, like, was more talked about when I was growing up in my household, like rejection, like, of a person. But everybody go through this, like, at this point when you become an adult, somebody done said they wanted to be with you, they done wasted your time, and you know you were faced with the fact to stay or leave. I wish it was okay, like I was taught, like, it's okay, like, let them go, and it's not you, you know. When they can't do right, that's them. And that's the one thing I struggle with all my life, even now a little bit. But yeah, I wish I would have heard, where I had somebody to tell me, because it was just like, it's a limited amount of, you know, it's more women in the world than men. So you got to pick what you can get. And, you know, that was kind of the mind frame until recently that I've been going by. It's a limited amount. So what I'm going to do?
That was not my experience. It was just like, I want you. Why can't we be together? But I did move on, and it was a struggle to you know, get over it.
Well, long as you get over it. I feel like too, when like a person like me who had them type of problems, like, therapy makes a big difference. And anybody that's struggling with getting therapy, you can go to your local life help, and if you're on a certain insurance, you can get it for free. So that's a bit of advice, because it is hard to get it, you know, when you don't have a resource.
I know I need to go to therapy, but I'm kind of hesitant being in the area that I live in.
Oh, being that, yeah, like in a small town, because everybody know. But this another thing, when I went to my doctor, she said you don't have to choose the life help, the place in your town. You can also go in different areas if you feel uncomfortable. Because she asked me, I ain't care though.
Being here too, I would be kind of weird, like, are y'all qualified? Are you qualified? You know, and then they say it's just so, you just don't know who you gonna get. Do I need to stick to, you know, people that look like me?
Oh yeah.
Because they gonna understand the struggle, or will I be able to get the same help from somebody else? I don't know. But I do hopefully one day plan on getting some therapy.
That'd be horrible to go through therapy and get somebody to mess you up more than what you were before.
Mm-hmm.
That's a horror story. Well, what about this? This is the juicy one right here. Betty Wright. Is having a piece of man better than no man at all?
I would have to say, what piece of the man I got. It matters what piece of the man do I have. Like, do I got the loving piece? You know, he nice and sweet, or do he just want to have a sex piece? You know what piece it
what
is?
If you had the loving piece, but he missed like other pieces?
I mean, you're not gonna find nobody that's 100%. And two, I would say two is better than one if you're working together. You know what I'm saying? If we can at least agree on the basics, you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person, I like to travel, and I want my man to be with me and go with me and do this. So if we can agree on everything else and he don't like to go places, then I can accept it and I can go by myself. I don't mind.
You wouldn't feel no way if he would stay back and be like, have fun, baby. Enjoy your time.
As long as he's not trying to hold me back. If he doing everything else and that's it, then, if I got to pick, as long as you ain't knocking me upside my head, cheating, I would say, some stuff you kind of got to.
I'm a bad back a little then. When you said knocking upside the head, is that a time to leave? Like, just say everything was perfect. These just scenario, like he was taking care of everything. And one day he just got mad and you were playing, maybe you were doing a joke on him and he just sucker punched you.
Sucker punched me?
Yeah.
Yes, I do not agree with domestic violence. You should always leave.
You would leave then?
You gonna punch me in my face?
If it was their only time and like they I know this sounds crazy, but I'm just asking, like, everything else was perfect. It was just that one day.
Well, they say once they start, they're gonna keep on. So it would be best for you to just go and leave. I would rather to go and leave after that one punch than to stay hoping and praying he won't do it again. Like you be living in fear a little bit. I don't want to live in fear,
Okay, well, let me tell you about is having a piece of man better than no man at all. Well, what you think she meant by it when she was saying? Do you think she meant it like just having just any old man better than?
I'm trying to see what was that song? Was that After the Pain or No Pain No Gain?
I think it was After the Pain.
After the Pain. So I mean, it depends because I think he cheated.
Yeah.
So, and you said on last you feel like all men cheat. So I guess if you feel like all men cheat, if that's your belief, you feel like all men cheat, then I guess that's like you having a piece of a man because he can't give you all of him if he giving it out to this person and that person. You know what I'm saying? So if you're okay with him cheating and he, he's still paying the bills and he come home, maybe.
I had a conversation with my mate about that. Do all men cheat? And they said he told me I felt like that. Why would I have a problem if he was to go be with somebody else? Like he should be able to go be with who he want and come home when he get ready. Right. But I was like, no, that's not gonna work.
That makes sense.
But I know it can't logically it do. But I'm like, no. I feel like all men at least want to cheat.
Amber told me she can't hear good. Yeah, they kind of. I mean, that makes sense. If you feel like they're gonna cheat, if they cheat, then you should be okay with it. Since you feel like, but I feel like if you love me, and you gotta have some self-control. But if you ain't got self-control, then I already know.
Right.
I would rather have no piece of man than a little piece of man. Because if I just want what I give back. You know what I'm saying? If I'm giving you all of me, I expect the same. That's not hard to ask. I don't think.
No, it's not, but ain't it funny that the simple things that you ask for seem like be what people struggle to give? It seems so simple, it's easy.
They give it to who they want to give it to. That's what I know. People do what they want for who they want. So that goes back, if you're not giving this to me, ain't no need to go on back and forth and saying this. We just might as well just go out separate. No love, separate ways, no love lost. You know what I'm saying? Just go on. Do your thing.
Well, in relationships, I would hope that whoever I end up with, I want to be married and have a family, but whoever I end up with, I sure hope they do right. I don't want them to cheat. And I want them to be, they don't have to be perfect. So I don't want just any piece of a man. I need the good pieces. Like, you gonna do what you, if you gonna do what you want, don't let me find out. If I have to find out, I think at this point I will leave, because I spent all my life in a relationship. I think the longest I've been single as a adult been 2 weeks. And that's crazy. I know that's crazy. I can take a break.
Well, yeah, I can't. It's like, it's just too much. It's too, you putting me in unnecessary, unwanted situations, possible situations. You know, this might not happen every time, but the girl might be crazy and want to come fight me. You can give me a STD. You know what I'm saying? You can go out and have a baby. That's extra stress on me. You know what I'm saying? All this is unnecessary. When you can just say, you know, right now, just let me be for the streets. You know you want to be for the street, be for the streets. Don't try to hold me down, have me locked up, and you just bring your little royal oats everywhere.
So if they had a baby on you, that's
oh yeah, I got to go. I got, cause if you being honest, like, you rarely see a man that stayed. It's men that stayed. They knew they want their baby.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the men will leave you if you look at a man too long. You know what I'm saying? They be ready to kick you to the curb, and you just be over here giving him chance after chance after chance, and he's not gonna give you that.
Right. That is true. I wonder why that is though. Why do men, like, they can take so little? They cannot take what they dish out. The very few that have, that was just very few.
Very. I think it was love that let him, you know, that's how you kind of know. That's a hard little test to give somebody. Look, let me have a baby on you, see if you stay.